Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about the past simple passive. The opening activity for this grammar point looks like this, and this is the document that we'll be using today. Let's take a look at the directions. Look at the text above. Many sentences look like normal sentences. We hope you enjoy your time here. And that is, when we say normal, we're talking about subject and the verb. And the subject is generally the thing that does the action. We hope. But many other sentences look different. Lacrosse was first played by the Native Americans of the eastern United States before the arrival of Europeans. Now, here are the verb in this sentence is in this phrase right here, was played, but played is the main verb. Who did the playing? It's not lacrosse. Lacrosse is the sport. Native Americans played. But what we've done here is we've switched the subject and the object. Now you don't need to necessarily know that. You just need to remember that when we use the passive sentence or the passive voice, we're just switching the doer of the action with the action that gets done. Here is a very simple example. That's a normal sentence or an active sentence. My father is the subject, built is the verb. But if we want to switch that around, it's very simple. Our house was built by my father. Okay? And in this one, our house becomes the subject, and here's our verb, okay? And this is the doer of the action, my father. So we've switched those things around. Let's take a look at some of these. Can you find me any passive sentences? This one certainly is. This one. There's another one. And then that is our first sentence that we saw that is active or normal. So let's take a look at this very first sentence, shall we? The verb is was created. How do we tell who did the action? How do we tell who created the brochure? What word? That's right, it's this one, right here, by. Okay. So the rules for our passive construction are relatively simple. It's just was or were. Now if you want to make it negative, you put the not in there. And then the past participle. Okay, and that is also known as verb 3. In the last example that we did, these are the same, but you want to be careful because they're not always the same. Go, went, and gone. Okay? There's the present, there's the past, but this is the past participle or verb 3, and that's what you need to use with the passive. There are many other examples in this document, and you'll need to follow the instructions and complete the assignment. But you want to make sure that you focus especially on this part right here, since this deals with questions. For the MSAT and IELTS writing, you probably won't be writing many questions, especially not in the past passive voice. But you do want to understand how it's created and how it's used. So to review, we use the passive voice when the doer of the action is unknown or not important. And we form the past passive by using was, were, not if we need to, and the past participle, which is verb 3. And we use by to show who did the action. I hope this helps. Good luck. Try to use the past passive in your writing.